All right, let's just dive right into this. I want you to forget everything you think you know about how your salary is set. We're about to break down a skill that could literally change your financial future, and it all starts by blowing up a few common myths.
Okay, first things first. Your salary is not a prize for working hard. Companies don't pay for long hours or how much you sweat. I know it's a tough pill to swallow, but it is the absolute truth.
And you know what else it's not based on? Loyalty. Sticking with a company for years is great, but it doesn't automatically mean you're entitled to a bigger paycheck. That's just not how the game is played.
So what's the real secret? It's this. Your salary is based on how well you negotiate. That's it. It's a skill. And in this explainer, we're going to show you how to become a pro at it, even if the very idea makes your stomach do a little flip. So let's get into why this matters so much. The fact is, most people just don't negotiate. And that silence, well, it comes with a very, very steep price. And look, these reasons are completely understandable. You're worried they'll just pull the offer, you literally have no idea what words to even use, or you're just worried you're going to come off as greedy or like you're not grateful. These fears are real, and they are the exact things that hold so many of us back. But here's the thing you have to understand. Employers expect you to negotiate. It's a totally normal part of the hiring dance. And when you don't do it, you are almost certainly leaving thousands of dollars on the table. And what's really wild is that this isn't a one-time thing. That loss compounds over your entire career. To get this right, we need a major mindset shift. This might be the most important step of all. You have to get that this is a business transaction, not a personal favor. This chart lays it out perfectly. On the left, you've got the wrong way. Begging. It's emotional, it's personal, it feels desperate. And on the right, you have the pro approach, a business conversation. It's based on data, it's professional, and it's confident. You're not asking for a handout. You're discussing the price of your professional services. So let's just redefine this whole thing right now. Salary negotiation is nothing more than a calm, professional conversation where you offer your skills, your valuable skills and experience, in exchange for what's fair in the market. That is all it is. And once you really let that sink in, the fear starts to melt away. Okay, mindset is locked in. Now let's get down to brass tacks. Here is your clear, simple, 3-step playbook for negotiating like a total pro. First, you have to understand that timing is everything. The moment you get that job offer, that's your point of maximum power. Think about it. They've gone through tons of candidates, they picked you, and they really want you to say yes. That's your window, after they offer, but before you accept. Now, the playbook itself is pretty simple. 1, do your homework. 2, never ever accept the first offer right on the spot. And 3, you use a few specific professional phrases to get the ball rolling. Let's break them down. Step 1 is all about preparation. You cannot go into this blind. You need to know the market rate for your job. Use sites like Glassdoor, PayScale, whatever. Get a data-backed range for your city and your experience. But it's more than just a number. You need to be able to talk about your unique value. What specific problems can you solve for them? This is the data that's going to fuel your confidence. Okay, on to step 2. When you get that phone call with the offer, your first instinct is going to be to just shout yes out of pure excitement. You have to resist that urge. Instead, you say this. It's polite, it's simple, and it's so powerful. This doesn't make you look unsure. It makes you look professional, and it buys you time to prepare for the actual talk. And here it is, step 3, the magic words. What's so great about this phrase is how collaborative and non-confrontational it is. You're leading with your research, your data. You're reminding them of the value you bring. And then you're just asking a simple question. Is there flexibility? It's calm, it's respectful, and it's confident. You're not demanding anything. You're starting a business conversation. But of course, this leads us to everyone's biggest fear, right? What happens if you use this perfect script and they just say no? Let's tackle that one head on. Because knowing how to handle a no is the final piece of the confidence puzzle. So you've done everything right. You made your case professionally, and the response is, sorry, that's our best and final offer. What do you do? Is it over? No way. It is not over. The first rule is do not panic. A no on the base salary does not mean the negotiation has failed. It just means it's time to shift your focus. The conversation is still very much alive. A smart negotiator knows that compensation is the whole package, not just one number. If the base salary really is set in stone, it's time to pivot. You can say something like,
I understand the base salary isn't flexible. Could we talk about other parts of the compensation package? That opens the door to discuss a signing bonus, getting a performance review sooner, a budget for training, or even an extra week of vacation. There are so many ways to increase the total value of an offer.
And while you're navigating this, please avoid these classic mistakes. Never apologize for negotiating. It's a normal business thing to do. Never talk about what you need. Always frame it around the value you provide. And for sure, keep emotion out of it. And finally, never, ever bring up what your coworkers might be making. That's just not professional and it kills your leverage. This is about you and the value you bring to this specific role. So, we've covered the mindset, the playbook, and how to handle a no. Let's bring this all together with one final crucial takeaway and what you can do next. This is really the bottom line, isn't it? No one is going to fight for your financial future harder than you are. Your boss, the company, they have their own interests and budgets. Advocating for your own value is your job, and it is one of the most powerful things you can do for your career. And I want to leave you with this thought. If you're feeling nervous about this, good. That's normal. Confidence in negotiation isn't some magic trait people are born with. It is a muscle. The more you do it, the more you practice, the easier it gets. The first time might feel a little clunky, but it'll build the foundation for a lifetime of getting paid what you're worth. So let's make this interactive. Drop a comment below with a simple yes or a no. Have you ever negotiated your salary before? I'd love to see the results. And hey, if you found this explainer helpful, do me a favor and hit that like button. Subscribe and maybe share it with someone who could use a little boost in their financial life. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.